If you are enjoying the story so far and need more Dungeons and Dragons in your life, I invite you to check out another group called the Long Past Podcast. They are working their way through heroism and tragedy in the events of the Chragan War. Their name and link are in the description below. As a quick aside, Adran, and I'm going to edit this part out, we'll record your journal reading after the game because I totally mind skipped on that. My bad.
I know, and I clicked it away, and I'm like, oh, we're probably going to do this later.
Sorry about that. Anyways, so
Complete.
Sorry?
I said edit complete.
Yeah, right.
Day 55. I don't like sand. It's coarse, rough, irritating, and it gets everywhere. I miss the trees, the brush, and rivers. It's not like there's a portal around every bend in the footpath. These soda rats! I miss simple footpaths. It has not been the same since we arrived here. Not much wood to carve arrows or plants to forage for food. And water has been almost non-existent. No shade or shelters either. I swear, if I do cross paths with that old hag, I'll make her wish she had never cast a spell at all. Mark my words. My concerns are simple, but growing. Varin's attitude towards us grows more threatening by the day. It seems he's more inclined to lead the group than I am. Thía still has an undead curse upon her. Will she ever get rid of it? Will I ever see my home again? My village, my friends, my family? What will become of them if we are miles away, unable to protect them? And what will I do about the Heartstone? I have not used the Band of Bellaria since that fight which led us here. It's still wrapped around the Heartstone, which is hot to the touch. I feel that if I leave it, it might just explode, killing me or us in the process. I hope I can reclaim it and the bands successfully. For now, I have to set the tent, get the sand out of my boots, and by Seba's light, my hands are dirty!
And we are back to the Land of the Hunter after myriad problems with our audio and video settings, which we finally figured out. Well, was my fault. Sorry, everyone. But that's finally done with. We're back in the game and ready to go. As of our last adventure, we have settled in for a very well-earned long rest. Adran attempting to read through more of the writing that he recorded from that chamber in which we found the Heartstone artifact. Unfortunately, upon reading one of the names, failed some saving throws and has lost his wits and is stuck for the next 3 3/4 days with
I really gotta wash my hands, guys. I'm sorry.
Precisely. Further, I did forget last session to expend one amount of diamond dust and also some rations for Dell. I took care of both of those outside of gameplay. but they have been done on my character sheet. My bad. So, Adran and Thía, is there anything that you two want to do specifically whilst Del and Varin are resting?
Well, I really got to go wash my hands.
Thía?
She's probably not feeling that good. She's diseased.
That is true. That is something I forgot to mention. You did take a bite from one of those two-headed canine beast things and failed your saving throw, and now you are afflicted with a disease. At least until Del can wake up from his rest and use the Staff of Healing, which you remembered you had. So I assume then that both of you are just going to try and rest or wash hands in Adrian's case.
Yeah, you might want to wash your hands too.
Does that mean you're gonna want extra water? Because we're in a desert. There's not a lot of water elsewhere.
What are you talking about? The donkeys are giving me plenty of water over here.
Question mark.
The donkeys are what?
I'm not sure I want to know.
Are you sure that's not urine?
It is a bit warm.
Oh no! One of the mules just kind of looks back at you. With
like, what? What are you doing?
Lifts its lips, gives a braying call, and kicks dirt back at you.
It's just like, what are you doing? You weirdo.
My hands are still dirty.
Thía might point out that there's water right over there.
There's water here and here and over there. Yeah, right here.
I assume
there's
most
like
of the
three places where you can get water.
I still have sand in my eyes.
I assume that most of the 4 hours that Del and Varin are in their trance, that Thía is just constantly leading Adran back to the water to wash his hands thoroughly.
She even splashes water into his eyes, hoping to help him with whatever sand he thinks he's got in his eyes.
Oh no, Adran. As part of your cleansing ritual, did you want to just swim in the water, swallow anything, get splashed apparently?
I better wash my whole body just in case.
They're rolling around in the water.
Do you strip down to take off all your armor and just bathe in the water with your clothes on or something?
Well, remember too, when taking a long rest, I had taken my armor off.
True.
Well, I still haven't even put it back on yet.
Okay. So you're just going to spend the 4 hours cleaning yourself off.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
Please.
Down at her clothes. It's like, oh, you have a point. Rolls around in the water.
And then also wanting to take an extra 10 minutes putting my armor on before we actually get going.
Fair enough. This is the only water we've seen in a full day of travel.
We do have to use the one that Adrian's using. That way we're not dirtying all the water up.
Fair. I will say that we do as a result of coming to the springs, to these little springs, we don't actually use up any water in the barrels, so we still have 2 days worth of water, although it tastes rather warm and wooden and stale.
What we could do is switch out some of that water.
Yes, we could, or you could. That's you two are the only ones awake right now.
Okay, yeah, I guess that's what Thía will be doing after she's just oh. She probably gets done with it, realizes, oh, I'm dirty, it rolls around in water.
Alright, so the 4 hours pass rather uneventfully.
I don't know, it seemed very eventful to me.
Uneventful in the idea that, nothing attacks you guys. Finally, Varin and Del come out of their trance. Del looks down at the staff laid across his lap and has kind of a, huh? Expression. Varin looks right at Adran, who's still swimming around in the water, thinks about it for a moment, and just shakes his head like, there is no point in asking questions. Dell looks up at Adran and Thía, indicates the staff. Is there a occasion I should know about?
Oh, I just thought you could use it better than I could.
A stick? I mean, I appreciate a walking staff, but I use a bone.
No, try to feel what it does.
Okay.
Concentrate, and
he gives a sharp gasp. What is this? Let me check something real quick. Okay, yeah, he takes 10 minutes and as a ritual casts Detect Magic. Focuses his attention on it, and oh, I can use this to heal your disease. And he immediately picks it up, points it towards you, and nothing happens. How does it work?
Dell, you might want to wash your hands first.
Huh?
She'll whisper. He's kind of obsessed with getting clean.
Well, he looks down at his very soiled clothes. I can't really blame him.
This is a new obsession. He was okay with being dirty a while ago.
Oh. Interesting. Varin, without a word, is just going to march over to the sand dune over here. Adran, Thía, get some rest. I'll keep watch. And I'll also get you some bats. Adran, I believe last time you said you wanted Varin to get 10 bats?
Yes.
Okay. So you two are going to settle in for a long rest?
Yeah.
I have washed my hands thoroughly.
As you touch some dirt.
No!
I
go wash them then.
You can wash them when you wake up?
Now, you will. I believe you said you were going to keep your armor off for your long rest, sir?
Yes.
So you can recover all your hit dice?
Yes.
Okay, for the first hour, Dell is going to concentrate on the excuse me, the staff. He's going to attune to it. For this, Varin is not going to roll initiative. I'm just going to roll some sling attacks and see if he can down some bats. So, let's see. Wait, what just happened? Okay, it's on normal. That kills one bat. So that's 1. 2. 3. Weird, I don't know why I rolled twice. That's 4. That's 5. That's 6. Roll for it, come on. 7. 29 to hit.
Quite a hit.
That's 8. And that 1 misses. That's 9. And that's 10. So 11 shots, 1 miss. But Varin does collect 10 bats in a few short seconds. So that passes rather quickly. And then Varin is going to go ahead, just dump the bats. Basically, Adran, you're in a trance, so you're unaware of this. But Varin just kind of dumps all 10 bats in your lap. And then he's going to go and use hide in plain sight, and he's going to make a stealth check. Takes 1 minute to set himself up. So that is a stealth of 25. Del, for his part, after the first hour, is attuned to the Staff of Healing, which I should probably have that up. Items, there it is. Staff of Healing. Cure Wounds, Lesser Restoration, or Mass Cure Wounds. Okay. So he will... Lesser Restoration takes care of disease, doesn't it?
Just a second, I'll go look.
I've got it up. One disease or one condition. So he is going to... Hang on, I gotta do this. Staff of Healing. Okay. So he's going to expend 2 charges from 10 and cast Lesser Restoration on Thía, removing the disease from the Death Dog. So you are no longer poisoned.
Yay!
Cure Wounds? I think he has that spell, doesn't he? He does not. Okay. And then he is going to cast Cure Wounds again from the staff on Varin, who has his hit point maximum back up to normal, but did not fully recover his hit points. Excuse me. So, 1d8 plus... What is Del's spellcasting modifier? Oh, maxed.
Good job.
Nice.
Oops. Perfect. Alright, as a side note, you would have noticed that Del still has a beard of feathers, which he has started to kind of just like stroking, like, is this just stuck now? Is this not going to go away? What's going on with this? Alright, so that is all of that, and that's fantastic.
I think, if anything, it's quite a hoot.
But I'm bummed. Okay. 11, so I'm back up to full hit points.
It's definitely quite wild.
Right. He's also going to expend another charge to cast Cure Wounds on you, Thía. Because your hit point maximum has also been restored to full, but you won't recover all of your hit points unless he does that. Okay, so you regain 4 from that, and you'll do it one more time. Okay, that takes you up to full.
Cool.
So that took 2 more charges. He has 5 charges remaining on the Staff of Healing.
Okay, and...
You were going to say something?
My max hit point, did you already put it up, or what is
I
it?
believe I did, and then I realized I shouldn't have, but yeah, it should be at normal.
Okay, so I can go ahead and put myself at 60.
Yes. Excellent, thank you.
Okie dokie.
The night passes quietly, uneventfully, and we all gain the full benefits of a long rest. We won't be able to leave camp until 6 in the morning, at least 6, because the mules have to finish their own long rest. Adran, you come out of your trance, and your lap is full of 10 bat hides, because Varin at least skinned them.
They're probably quite dirty.
Oh, guano.
Thía, that's the first thing you hear upon coming out of your trance, but you no longer feel quite as poisoned, so it's kind of a mixed reaction you're having to the day.
Rude. Oh, thank you, Del.
He shrugs. Thanks for the staff. I'm finding I quite like it.
That's cool.
I haven't seen Varin. I'm not sure where he is, but I have taken some time to meditate, and I've learned I can do some things that I could not before.
That's good to know.
One thing I can do is I can now I can access miracles. I can create water.
That's cool.
Fresh water even.
Good. I need to wash my hands.
I'm sure you could do that, I suppose. I guess. Gives you a questioning look, Thía, but decides not to make an issue of it yet.
She just is like, I think the heat's getting to him.
No, I don't think you guys understand. I need to wash my hands. They're just dirty. Filthy dirty.
They seem, he's in the water. Okay.
But you were okay with it previously.
They seemed clean to me. At least you aren't washing the water with that dog with the two heads is floating still.
Yeah.
Does anybody have any lavender?
I'm allergic.
I know Varin has a curse on him. An elemental curse, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
I could have taken a spell to I could have learned some magic to remove the curse, but after seeing all the battle yesterday and the fighting all three of you were going through, I thought it would be better to focus on being able to help the entire group rather than just Varin. I mean, he seemingly, as long as he stays away from earth, stone, and water, stone, water, and air, he seems to be largely fine.
Yeah.
For the most part, but I think
even if he seems a little angrier than he used to be.
I've noticed.
And I think something's kind of eating him, or eating at him.
I mean, that does seem to be the case. He seems very on edge and angry even. He looked like he was about to attack you yesterday, Thía, when you killed that large, and he points over at the huge blue-skinned figure with the black curved fangs and black eyes.
Well, since that battle, after we went through the weird portal explosion, he's kind of been a lot pettier, because like I'm pretty sure he used to be okay with just as long as the thing's dead. Now he's like, no, this is my kill, only I kill it.
He's been a little bit obsessed lately with some of his kills,
and quite furious about it when they're taken from him. But at least while he's on watch, he seems less angry, sort of.
Maybe it gives him a focus or something to focus on.
Maybe he just needs some time, concentrating on, well, not whatever's bothering him. As you all chat about this, the sun starts to rise. The sky brightens rapidly, even with only a sliver of the sun above the horizon. And right around, shortly before the day kicks off at 6 a.m., Varin suddenly stirs out of the sand. If I can actually grab there he is. Seeming to just appear out of it. Did you all have a pleasant rest?
Yes, thank you.
Gosh, that makes me want to wash my hands.
Okay.
Why not his hands? He's the one that's dirty, not you.
I am dirty, but I can't go anywhere near water to clean myself. Not when it's near stone. Del, since we're right about 6 o'clock, actually I'll just fast forward and say it's 6 o'clock. Del's going to clear his throat, look at all three of you. Hang on. He pulls out a tiny strip of white cloth. That's dirty, but still white. May your resolve be unfaltering this day, no matter what challenges we face. As he casts Aid. For the next 8 hours, for the next 8 hours, we are all going to have our hit point maximum and current hit points increase, not by 5. He's going to increase it by 10 as he uses a 3rd level spell slot.
Wow.
What?
Now, this is different from temporary hit points. Temporary hit points cannot be healed. By using aid, he actually bolsters your actual hit points. So on your character sheets, go to where it says bio and write down your normal maximum hit points. So for example, mine is currently 83. Normal max HP equals 83. And he's going to bolster each of us by 10. So now my maximum hit points is 93. And my normal hit points is also 93. So Adran, after you write that in, wherever you write it in, it's up to you where you put that. I put it in my allies and organizations section. Your normal maximum hit points. Because after the 8 hours, your hit points will go back down to their normal value.
Okay. So he just gave us how many? 10?
10 normal hit points. So he increases your max HP and your normal HP. He looks a little weary from this. So your max HP should be 89 for you, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Thía, your max... Okay, you already changed yours. Did you write down what your normal HP is for both of you?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. That should give you all... It looks a little wearied from this. Some help as you deal with whatever challenges we encounter. Whew. That was a little bit more taxing than I thought it would be. Varin just kind of shrugs, and for himself, Varin is going to spend his 1st level spell slot for Primeval Awareness. I'm going to move us to the travel map. We know from what we've heard that... oops, sorry, I hit a wrong button on my end. We know from what we've learned that from our current position, we want to head roughly west in order to get to where we want to be. Adran, you have a comment or a question, sir? You're spending your... So while Del is doing this and Varin is using Primeval Awareness, Adran is working on putting on his armor for 10 minutes, trying to figure out where all the different straps go. It's a complicated process. Sorry?
Gotta wash my hands now.
Yes, and it doesn't help that you keep getting interrupted by the need to wash. Thía, while Adran is washing his hands and getting his armor on, and washing his hands and getting his armor on, Varin closes his eyes, extends his awareness, and then moves northwest. Just leaves the area. Just heads 100 feet northwest, then heads 100 feet straight south, and then comes back 100 feet to rejoin the party. That took him 1 minute.
Okay. While Adrian's doing his thing, she's gonna gather up the mules, because I assume we took them off of the cart overnight.
Oh yeah, we definitely would have, unharnessed them and helped wipe the sweat from them, clean their bodies.
Yeah. So she'll work to set the mules up. Make sure they're nice and settled.
They nuzzle you appreciatively. They were rather rattled after all the fighting, so the process of cleaning them up and giving them some rest and food definitely helped settle them after all that fighting. Varin returns. Well, I sense undead to the west of our position, and to our south somewhere, I felt the presence of celestials. And of course I feel the presence of elementals because I'm cursed. Of course. Thía?
Yeah.
You can give me a survival check, or have to navigate, or you can have Varin do it. If you want to do it yourself, Varin will give you the help action.
Okay. I can do that if that's what's preferred.
All right. I'll give you the help action, so you can do this with advantage. Ow. That's definitely a success. With what Varin shares. Sorry, not with what Varin shares. You take a moment to look around, with Varin just kind of like grumpily pointing out directions to you, and you quickly realize, don't look at the dunes. They kind of shift about. Follow the sun's course from east to west, and you kind of chart which way to go so we can start on our trip. Adran, with what Varin shared from what he sensed with primeval awareness, please give me a nature check.
Okay, but I gotta wash my hands first.
While you're washing your hands, you're thinking about it.
Ooh, excuse me. Kind of buff your hands on your breastplate. Your breastplate looks shiny. Your hands, almost so. Wow, that is a success. Well done, sir.
Good thing I washed my hands first.
I'm gonna have so much fun with this. Okay, where did I put it? There it is. Oops, that's not it. There it is. All right. So, with what Varin shared, you look at the landscape, well, kind of rubbing your hands on your armored thighs, and you take some time to analyze the layout and structure of the land before us, calculating how to use the physical features of the land to our advantage. With that much of a success, you've earned two rewards. Sorry, 3 rewards. My bad. Reward 1: the next time the group has to make a stealth check, everyone gets free advantage on that check. Reward 2: you are able to discern good routes through the sand dunes, so in case there's any high heat or just we have to make any kind of saving throw against high heat, we get advantage on that saving throw.
Oh, nice.
In addition, because of your success, you're also able to ascertain what routes might have really good plant life. So whoever is doing survival checks to forage for categories of boon or neutral plants, they have advantage on the next 2 survival checks. Well done, sir.
All right, so what was the first reward again? It was
group advantage on the next stealth check. So everyone, including the animals, will get advantage on the stealth checks. Second
one was
is group advantage on the next con save and against any extreme heat conditions.
con save against heat.
That was an excellent roll, sir.
Kind of abbreviating. And then that last one again was something about the terrain.
Whoever makes the next 2 survival checks to forage for boon or neutral plants has advantage on both survival checks.
On boon or what?
Neutral. Boon or neutral.
Or neutral.
And as a side note, we now have enough ingredients except for powdered silver. Once we find powdered silver, we can start crafting spell scrolls.
Okay, awesome. Just got that in my bio, so then that way I can remember.
Cool. What is our marching order, sir?
Same as last time.
Okay, and so Thea's walking, you're walking, Varin's walking, and Dell's driving the cart?
Yes.
The mules definitely seem to be taking to Dell's hand, as well as Thea's. They notably shy away from Varin. Though Varin either does not notice or does not care to notice. So, we set out, excuse me, especially with what you ascertained, we do deflect away from encountering undead. I can't imagine why. If you want, you can use your spyglass to search the general area as we draw closer.
Yes, I can use my spyglass.
Yes, you can. So we traveled, primeval awareness, as you may recall, and Varin's natural terrain is a range of 6 miles, so you would know to start searching for undead after we travel for 2 hours or 6 miles.
Okay.
Ooh, excuse me. So you use your spyglass and scan the surroundings, and you notice to the south enormous creatures lumbering across the ground, rotten flesh dropping from their hides, their sides, their hair, their backs. They are truly enormous beings, carrying what look like clubs of steel.
I'm really gonna need to wash my hands after fighting them.
Fortunately, they are roughly a mile or two away from us, and between you and Thía, you chart a course that leads away and around from them.
Okay.
Varin is on watch, using Natural Explorer, and also, do you want Varin to go ahead and do some foraging, or hold off on that?
Yeah, do a little foraging.
Okay. Varin is going to look for Boon, given what you won. So, survival. A 23 is a success. Who would like to... Okay, so Boon plants. Foraging. Thía, please roll me a d6. 2. Okay. And Varin is going to roll to see how much he finds. Wisdom modifier is a 3. And because I'm finding foraging, I get my Natural Explorer, double it. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Varin finds 18 samples of forfin tea, which you may recall, once you eat it, for the next 24 hours, will grant an automatic success on 3 death saves.
Oh.
With that in mind,
Something like that.
you did find some of that before. With that in mind, Varin's so we've traveled for 6 miles. We're going to travel for another 2 miles. So we have traveled 8 miles from our original starting point. And you'll note, Varin expends a little bit more spell energy for another primeval awareness. It's possible that following the events of the previous day, that Varin might be a little bit more cautious and trying to be more aware of the surroundings. Varin opens his mind and his senses to the world around. Still sense the undead. They were only about 2 miles southeast of us now. I sense elementals, naturally. And Varin suddenly pauses and goes tense. I sense fiends. And then he's going to pull out and eat a Dalek bean. And he's not subtle about it either.
Okay.
I see the hairs rising up on the back of his neck, and I decide to eat a garlic bean too.
How about you, Thea?
I'm gonna eat one and hand one to Del to eat.
Okay. He gulps a little bit and gives a nervous nod. So 10 temporary HP. Sir, did you want to use your spyglass and scan the land? Scan the land?
Here, let me just wipe my hands first.
Yeah. Varin gives
Thea will pull hers out. Thea will pull hers out and be like, oh, goodness.
Right. Get close and out of the way. Excellent. Okay. Varin just gives a snort, like, oh, brother, as Adran washes his hands once more. Thea, which way do you search? South and east? Or give me some directions that you look.
So he said fiends were in which direction?
Unfortunately, so Varin does a quick movement going through the land, trying to sense it. Comes back. I can't sense the direction. They're somewhere within 6 miles of us.
I'm going to be looking south and west.
South and west.
I'll go ahead and look north and east just in case.
Okay. Adran, through the spyglass, you see, of course, once again, the area where the undead are tromping through.
Yeah.
You also see, to the west and to the southwest of us, a battleground where it seems several tribes of savages came together in battle, and you don't see any sign of survivors. Nothing moving except the clods on their bodies and the wind. Thea, and to the west of us, you do see some. It kind of looks like rock. It's hard to tell. Give me a perception check with your spyglass. I'll allow you to have advantage on the perception check, since you're using a spyglass. Adran?
Oh, I thought you said Thea.
Yeah, I was starting to say something to Thea, and then I remembered a note I had for you. So go ahead and give me a perception check, Adran, with advantage.
Here we go.
Wow, nice. You pierce the confusing shimmer of the heat waves rising from the desert ground, and your sharp eyes pick out in the distance what looks like some rocky terrain, a crevice, and a very long, deep crevice in the earth with some columns of stone rising out through it. It's almost directly west of us and kind of in our path. Thea, to the north, you see, where is it? You see a spot where a sand dune apparently collapsed. Doesn't seem too extraordinary, except you do see some feet sticking out from near the base, where someone apparently was sleeping at the bottom of a sand dune, and well, doesn't seem like they're getting up.
Unfortunately.
Are they terribly far away?
It's about 2 miles away. And there's nothing stirring from the sand. It must have happened during the night.
Oh no. Poor person.
To the northeast, as you continue your scan, you see it's a little off in the distance, maybe 3 or 4 miles. Give me a perception check with advantage.
Okay.
24. Nice. Good thing with advantage. Good grief.
Yeah.
There's a crowd of people. You're not sure of what kind. They're wearing deep robes and drooping hoods. They carry totemic poles in hands that are mostly covered by their sleeves. As they move through the desert sands, they seem to be in a chaotic, swirling dance, as though each one is dancing to their own music, bumping into each other, sometimes knocking each other over, sometimes clubbing each other to death with their totemic poles. Do you call Adrian's attention to it?
Yeah, just in case they might be dangerous. It's just bizarre.
Adrian,
It might be nothing of note, but still.
okay, Adrian, do you want to look at them?
Hmm. Sure.
Give me an Arcana check with advantage because you're looking through the spyglass.
Okay.
Okay, that's not. Neither is quite enough.
There seems to be a little bit of a glare in my scope.
And your hands
You
are
need a
shaking
cl-
because you haven't cleaned them for 5 seconds.
Oh,
knows?
oh, remind me. Oh,
Who knows where that spyglass has been? Oh no.
Well, we know at least it's been in the spring. You quickly clean your hands. Do you want to give me another Arcana check with advantage, sir?
sure.
Okay.
Oh, come on.
Actually, there we go. That is actually enough. You recognize what Thía does not. Thía just perceives it. You actually recognize the meaning of these dances. These are people who are on a kind of a pilgrimage, it seems, in some sort of a holy, or perhaps unholy, given the amount of death. No, not Tuscan raiders. It is possible that they are on an unholy pilgrimage, and they seem to be in the midst of, well, perverted worship, we might say. They are definitely worshipping something that is not our god, Seba.
Yeah. Well, probably best to just leave them be.
Oh,
And I will point out that it does look like they are heading in our general direction. Either they're going to run into us, or their path might merge with ours. And there's a lot of them.
Well, I don't think they're the fiend that, or the fae that, Varin had, sniffed out.
You can give me a religion check.
All right. Taking
At
it
normal.
off advantage.
Yes.
Religion. Here we go.
Nice. That's
Wow.
good roll. They are though you don't see any creature of the creature type among their crowd. You do recognize some of the symbology. These are demon worshippers. They are worshipping a devil of some kind or other. Definitely a dark denizen.
I will say we would very much like to be stealth and try to avoid these guys as best as possible. But if we can't avoid them, let's be on the ready.
Okay.
So we're going to continue on our route. Do you want to try and navigate around the canyon that you spotted, or do you want to descend into it?
I want to descend into the canyon.
Okay.
Thía will also say, hey, what if we made a hood somewhere like that for Dell? Maybe it might help them a bit.
Dell will indicate the eye mask, not the blindfold, that Varin made the day prior for each of us. I appreciate the thought, Thía, but even with this, just looking at things is very difficult.
Well, I figured with the mask and with maybe a hood to help give you more, shade over your eyes, it might help.
We can certainly try. And with that, he does flick the reins to start the cart moving again. We make our way quickly westward. Did you want us to try and stealth now, or not yet? Adran?
No, I'm thinking.
Okay. I will point out that there's nothing really for us to hide behind. Not until we break line of sight.
They are about, 2-3 miles away from us?
3 to 4 miles.
That, and we probably leave very obvious trail marks in the sand.
So if we were to stealth, that would actually cover up our trail?
It wouldn't. Well, stealthing would be to try and hide our visual presence and the sounds we make. not our trail. If you want to try and cover the trail, you'd probably need Varin to do that.
Okay.
Alternatively, we can get onto the stone, where we're not going to leave a trail, and descend into the canyon, and then try to hide.
I think that would be a better idea.
All right. In that case, we move on, to the west, and descend into the canyon. As we enter, Varin is going to do, since we're heading into stone, Varin is going to do one more survival check to look for boon plants. That expends that. That is a success. So boon. And Thía, please roll me a d6. Varin finds 12 samples of Silvataf.
Nice.
Nice. We each
So
can get 4.
Who
Or
wants to take?
3.
Oh, I'm sorry, what?
I said we can each get 3, or we can give 4.
We can each get 3 or... Sorry, my brain is farting on me. There's 4 of us, so I would say probably each of us take 3.
Yeah.
Okay. Whoops, I clicked on spells, not on bio. So if I take 3, that means I have 5 more. I have 5 total. Also, if you don't mind, I'll go ahead and take one of those Forfinty roots and eat that. I mean, we have a lot of them.
Yeah.
So how that will work mechanically, if you're dropped to unconsciousness, we'll still go through the order of initiative as normal, and on your turn, it'll just be counted as an automatic death save success.
All right.
Unless, of course,
Okay.
someone starts dealing damage to you.
Yeah.
Because that's an autofill.
Hey, oh yeah, if someone hits you while you're unconscious and dying, that's 2 fails. I think. I have to double
I
check.
thought
that,
it was a fail per each attack. And I
Where
could
is
be
it
wrong because we've been
showing?
recently using
Here it is. Damage at
homebrew-
0 hit points. If you take any damage while you have 0 hit points, you suffer a death saving throw failure. My bad, I'm incorrect. If it's from a critical hit, then you take 2 fails. So it's still in our best interest to get ourselves back up to, active before that happens.
Yeah, regardless, because 3 failed and you're just dead.
Right. Near the entrance to the canyons, as we start rattling over the stone. And as a side note, we are using a bone-structured cart, so be careful about causing it damage in the stony area. We are forced to go around an area where there are several skeletons, because covering the skeletons are tiny millions of vicious red ants that have stripped the flesh from those skeletons, and there's no sign of it on the ground. Apparently they were very hungry.
Oh. Oh.
A few buzzards fly over our heads as we enter the canyon, but after a bit of us traveling through the deepening shadows, they seem to fly away. Sound echoes oddly in these narrow chasms, cracking along, bouncing from wall to wall, distorting the sounds, the distance of the sounds, and the sources of them. Varin, after a few steps, tenses up some more, just because it's not so easy to get a read on things that he hears, and perhaps not unwisely, pulls out his sling and has it at the ready. We travel on for a little while longer. The columns of stone that rise almost like petrified trees to the sky go to a height roughly around... It's hard to get an exact measure on each of them, and then not one of them is exactly the same, but they go to varying heights, not one of them lower than 40 feet. In places, the walls close narrowly around us. In other places, they belly out and create wide openings. In one such area, we come to a curious sight. Pardon me whilst I move us there. I will get you all onto the map in just one moment. Okay, and now Thía. And now Varin. And now the mules. Wrong folder. There we go. So you should now be able to see yourselves.
Yep.
Okay. Also, Thía, I believe I've made it so that you and Adran can both grab onto and move the cart and the mule. Maybe not the mules. I'm not sure. Adran, I'm going to quickly delete your token for a second.
All right.
There we go. Now I've got your hit bar on display. Your hit point bar. There we go. I know words.
I don't see it,
Okay.
but
Curious.
that's okay. I can see it in other ways.
How about now?
Yes.
Perfect. All right. Through the columns, Varin gestures and points. There's a structure over there. It's made of stone. It's not a house, it just looks like a raised pillar.
Hmm.
And having pointed out, Varin will start drawing toward and going towards it. If I can get the system to work properly for me.
Perhaps we should roll stealth.
Do you want us to roll stealth?
Yeah.
Alright. We do get advantage on our first group stealth check. So everyone can roll a stealth check with advantage. 28 for Thía. Nice. Varin gets a nat 20.
Oh, come on.
24 for Adran. Advantage. And there we go. And 11 for Dell with advantage. And he's going to do an animal handling check, or vehicle handling check rather, getting a 13. So the cart rattles and bumps a little noisily. The rest of us move with expert quietness. And Varin is going to move up. And as he does so, he takes some dirt out of one of his belt pouches. And he's going to expend a first level spell slot and cast Longstrider on himself. Because he's not liking the way this looks. Alright. And okay, see if you can move the mules, Thía. Okay. So you can't move Dell, but you can move the rest. Cool. Alright, so for the time being, I'll just take care of moving them. And I'll see about assigning the control of the Dell's token to one of you. Sound good?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Varin's going to move forward. scanning the walls, the columns, the sky overhead, and the structure that he's approaching. What do you two want to do? Okay. Adran, are you moving your token or standing back? What are you doing?
No, I'm moving, but I'm also
Okay.
strategizing.
Gotcha. Varin will continue moving forward, scanning the surroundings and sniffing the air, wrinkling his nose a little bit. Adran, do you see this? Come up and take a look. Varin's voice is subdued and grim. Adran, as you draw nearer, you catch sight of what has Varin possibly either a little spooked or a little sickened. There are bones on this structure, piled in what looks like a very wide cistern-type bowl. It looks like it could have held a full-grown person sitting comfortably in it. Beneath this metal bowl, there is what looks like ashes. You can give me an investigation check or a religion check, whichever you prefer.
I'm gonna give you a check of some kind, but I'm pretty sure that's not a bowl, it's a wok.
Varin gives a grim, humorless grin with a lot of teeth. A 10. You don't glean much from what's worshipped here, if anything is truly worshipped by such practices. But what you do glean is that it is a sacrifice of creature, probably human, and whoever it is placed in this bowl, and then either a fire lit underneath it, or they're put in it while the fire is still lit. There are scraps of burnt flesh caked to the sides and base of this bowl. Blackened bones litter the ground behind this profane altar.
I definitely have lost my appetite.
Hey, Adran,
And you probably need to wash your hands too.
you touched one of the dirty bones.
Yeah.
Varin gives a wicked chuckle.
You know, this is all because I tried reading a name.
You tried reading a name and now you have to... You tried reading a name and now you have to wash your hands? That makes no sense. Sorry, Thía, for stepping on you.
It's called
Oh no, it's okay. She's like, the bowl's probably not very sanitary anyway.
And Adran, you were going to say something?
It's called a backfire.
What kind of a being is backfire? Is that what they worship here? Varin is going to do a survival check, scanning the ground, despite it being stone. Adran, that crowd of people that was behind us, I'm willing to bet that this might be the direction they're heading. There is a lot of prints, signs of people being here. Lots of stink of sweat, blood, fear, joy, disturbing ecstasy. Varin kind of shudders a little. Whether it's a shudder of disgust or if it's a shudder of excitement, it's a little hard to tell. And even as Varin is examining and reacting to the various scents he's picking up, his head turns up towards the end of the columns that surround us. Where? And you can all roll for initiative as Varin snarls a warning.
Oh boy.
Nat 20 initiative for Thía. Wonderful. 23 for Adran, a 10 for Varin, and an 8 for Del. Excellent. Let's get our initiative tracker up here. It's been a little while since we had this up. Let's see how it goes. And sort. Alright. Thía, at Varin's warning, you can hear scrabbling, almost like claws, pointed claws, scratching across stone on the columns around us, high up and out of sight. You hear it from the northeast, you hear it from the northwest, you hear it from the southwest. What would you like to do?
She'll let Del know that, good luck being careful.
Gulp.
And she'll dodge.
Okay, you're taking the dodge action. Are you going to move anywhere or stay where you are?
She's gonna stay where she's at.
Okay. Adran, it is your turn, sir. What do you want to do?
I want to pull out my sanguine nonetheless.
Okay.
And I wish to ignite it using the fire element.
Okay, that will expend one spell slot and use your bonus action. Fire set. Okay. Do you wish to move anywhere, sir?
Yeah, I want to move a little more up front.
Which way is up front?
I think it's up front over here. Because they were basically east of us.
On the stone column to our northwest comes a curious sight, roughly about the height of your average humanoid, but waving two pairs of arms, two of which hold a curious looking weapon with three prongs and a long haft, almost like a pitchfork, but with deadly curved edges and points. The creature itself has ovoid eyes that have no irises, but seem to be almost like an insect's, sectioned, wicked. There's no antennae, and the body in shape looks chitinous, but if it's chitin, then it must be chitin of purplish steel. It steps to the edge. Oops. On two hind legs, looking down at us, clicking in what's definitely a language, and starts to laugh. As it does so, wheezing and cackling, fumes start to pour out of the gaps between its chitinous plates, out of its nose, out of its mouth. A noxious looking fume pouring and pouring and pouring out until a heavy cloud of gas descends upon us. it is. So it's going to be cast right there. Give me 1 second. As I double check that I actually can put it out that far away. Yes. As the cloud forms a dense fog-like condition, we are effectively blind within its reach. And our eyes, as soon as it reaches this area, reaches us, our eyes start to burn and itch, and we can feel it like just burning sensation crawling across our skin. All right, Varin is up first, or next rather, excuse me. So he's starting his turn in this area. Varin needs to make a Constitution saving throw. That's a fail. Epically. Oops. There we go. Varin is going to take 33 poison damage and start gagging nearly uncontrollably. Ouch. 33. So there goes all of his temporary hit points. So now it's 23. Alright. So that's Varin's starting turn. Ouch. He's going to stumble forward and out of the cloud of gas. This creature is 30 feet up on this stone column. That's not something that Varin can climb quickly. But let's see, so 30 feet up. Varin's going to move forward a little bit more, but still has to make his attacks at disadvantage because of range. Sling 1. A 12 is a miss. The stone clacks against the stone column some 10 or 20 feet short. Varin snarls and lets loose a second stone. And the 15 bounces off the insectoid-like creature's head to no effect. Uh-oh. Alright, moving to Dell. Dell's going to move this way. He's going to use a bonus action to cast on himself Sanctuary. You're familiar dealing with enemies who have this spell on them, Adran, but this time he's casting it on himself. So anything that attacks him has to make a Wisdom saving throw against his spell save DC. So long as he does not attack or cast a spell that affects an enemy creature.
Okay.
So that's his bonus action. And then he is going to cast, seeing this cloud of noxious fumes, he's going to cast on himself Resistance using his action and a cantrip. Come on, there we go. And he's concentrating on that. Adran, you hear as you start gagging in this fume cloud.
Oh man, now I gotta wash my hands.
The heavy flapping clap of leathery wings. Something rushes right past you, Thía, into this fume. Okay. And is going to make an attack at you, sir. Attack 1. An 18. For 18 damage, you feel a heavy clang of a broad axe against the back of your breastplate.
Duh.
and then a whooshing sound as a backstroke comes for you. I get a 22.
I'm at a 25, so nope.
You feel it smash against your head, producing an enormously painful ringing sound.
Ah.
Ouch, my nose.
Ouch, my ears.
And then it flies out of your reach, triggering no attack of opportunity because you can't see. Alright, top of the round. Thía, please give me a Constitution saving throw. Okay, that's a good saving throw.
Yeah, that's super lucky.
No kidding. So you're only going to take half damage on this.
Does it count as, for purposes of evasion?
No, it's not an attack roll. This is something you're breathing in, and it's also pouring into your eyes, your nose. Even holding your breath won't prevent this from affecting you.
Oh, I was just asking because it's AoE, is all.
Right. So you're going to take 12 points of poison damage.
Okay.
And after you apply that, then you can take your turn.
Alright. She's gonna pull out. She's gonna walk backwards because she thinks she wants to make sure Dell's okay first.
As you step towards Dell, you hear the flapping sound of heavy leathery wings, and you look to the south of where you are. You see a creature of massive proportion. Its build looks like it might be fat, just very thick around the middle. But all that bulk you can see is actually very tight, almost oversized muscle. There's so much muscle in this creature that it makes its build look fat. Crooked, horn-like protrusions burst from this thing's arms and shoulders, and two horns curve back over its skull. Two enormous bat-like wings flap above it, carrying it in the air about 10 feet off the ground.
Wow. Okay.
What would you like to do?
Might as well try and get some damage on it. I'll throw a sling stone at it.
Go for the attack.
Okay.
It'll be at normal. 15. Bounces off its actually it comes close, and then the downdraft of its wing actually knocks the stone to the ground ineffectually.
I tried.
What else would you like to do? You've moved 15 out of 35 feet.
She's gonna move here so she's between it and Dell, and hopefully it'll choose her over him.
Okay. Excellent. Adran, it is your turn, sir. Please give me a Constitution saving throw.
I'm using an inspiration point, so then that way I could roll at advantage.
Good call. That is a success. You're going to take half damage.
Alright.
Alright, very nice.
Only 9.
9 points of poison damage. As you suck in a deep breath and gag a little bit on this noxious, acidic cloud of gas and poison.
I'm definitely going to be moving a little forward to get out of this.
Fair enough. And you see what I described to you from for Thea's perspective. You'll note that it's looking directly at you.
And since I'm, a good 15 feet away from it?
Yes, and it's also 10 feet in the air. Well,
wait,
sorry.
This thing right here?
Yes, it's 10 feet. I'll say its feet are 5 feet off the ground.
Okay.
Flapping. It's basically just kind of like hovering there.
I'm now thinking about using a little cantrip action on him.
All right. Are you going to be using your what's it called? Eldritch Strike, I think. No, not Eldritch Strike.
Wait, what now?
War Magic. You're going to use an action to cast a cantrip, and then use your bonus action to make a weapon attack.
Yes.
Ah, thank you. I apologize for misnaming it. You go for your attack, sir.
Yes. Here we go. Firebolt on normal.
Okay. You rolled damage.
Oh, I'm sorry. I clicked on the wrong thing. Here we go. Here's the real actual fire thing.
An 18. It looks like you're going to miss, but as it bobs in the air on its beating wings, the firebolt smashes right into the creature's face.
Ooh.
For 9. But you'll note, despite the hit, that it doesn't seem to actually hurt it all that much.
Oh, nuts. I wonder if I should have used a different element.
And then it starts laughing at you. Blood and spit and some form of, like, just acidic breath breathing out over you.
Oh, boy. Well, I'm still going to run at him and use my sanguine nonetheless on him.
All right, go for the attack. That is definitely going to hit, and you make a good stabbing lunge right against the thing's ankle, even as it starts to bob upward trying to get away. And you do hit solidly, and you note that your fiery blade just doesn't seem to quite do the amount of damage you would have expected it to do.
Exactly. Well, then again, I did expect it more on the crowd of people that are coming our way.
True.
And not
anything else? By the way, are you going to move closer, sir?
Actually, yeah. I am going to
You would have had
closer.
to in order to stab.
Yeah, sorry.
You're fine. Now, since it is off the ground by distance about 5 feet, you could actually be right underneath it. So 1 square over, if you wanted. There you go. All right.
No, that's going to end my turn for right now.
Okay. The insectoid creature to the north that Adran is, Varin is confronting. Let's see, what is it got? First off, the noxious cloud that it spewed forth starts sliding along the ground, starting to encapsulate you once more, sir.
Ah.
As for it, it's going to clamber down. Let me see here. Yeah, okay. It's going to rush on its hind legs straight down the column of stone, all 30 feet, right up to Varin, and is going to attack. Once with one of its overarching claws. That'll hit Varin. And then stabbing at Varin for a critical hit with its trident. So that is a total of 12 damage to Varin. Ow! There we go. That ends its turn. And Adran, to the west of you, on the column of stone, you hear another insectoid-like clittering and clacking.
Oh, no, you don't.
And then a coughing, spuming noise. Come on. And there. As a fresh cloud of poison starts filling the air. Excuse me. Oops, wrong button. Okay, that's not working. blinding you, the horrible bat-winged creature, and Thía once more. Alright, so that was his turn. We move now to Varin. Suddenly confronted by this very swift-moving insectoid, Varin is going to spin his sling around his arm to get it out of the way, and pull out his silvered short sword and go on the attack. Oh, sorry, this is still a disadvantage. So we'll go with 16, which scrapes against the creature's armored hide to no effect. And again, to no effect. I'm in trouble over here! And Varin is going to reposition himself so as to be blocking that insectoid from Del. Del, what has Del got? Does Del have something useful? Let's see. No, no, no. 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 Well, yes, Del is going to... Seeing how badly hurt Varin is from that poison, Del is going to go ahead and cast Healing Word. Assuming he's within range. 60 feet. Okay. 60 feet, exactly within range. Excellent. So Varin recovers, oh yay, 4 hit points. I'm getting out of the way! Get yourselves out of that poison! Yells Del. Okay, I need to zoom in. And he's going to have the mule's dash to get him well clear of all this. Despite being in this cloud of noxious gas, the bat-winged creature that's basically hovering right above you, Adran,
Yeah.
drops to the ground with a heavy thud next to you, and brings its, what you briefly saw was an enormous axe up to swing at you once more. Getting a 19 to hit,
Misses.
and then a 24.
Ooh, that was close.
That one scrapes hideously across your back, but does not actually affect you. And then it's going to reposition itself, thudding across the ground. You'll note that it doesn't seem all that bothered by the poison.
Unfortunately.
Top of the round, Thía, you are once more in this cloud of gas. Please give me a Constitution saving throw. Wow! Lucky!
Yeah, no
For the
kidding. Con's
second
not
time
her
in a
strong
row.
point.
For the second time in a row, a dirty 20. Very nice. You take 14 poison damage this time. And then your turn when you're ready.
She's going to move up.
Okay. Out of the
And
gas.
yeah. And then seeing that creature there, she'll just try to shoot it with her sling.
You are definitely within range. Because of sharpshooter, you have a normal range of 120 feet with your sling. You're making the attack at normal, but if you hit, you get sneak attack.
So let's see what we can do.
14. The shot smacks the ground as the insectoid creature steps on and breaks the stone that you just shot.
Yeah, I tried.
Alright.
I just rolled terrible was all.
Yeah.
So.
It's
Oh.
kind of odd. It's almost like you can see it, but it's just. I mean, there must be something with that gas. It just kind of like got in your eye or something. It's messing your aim up.
I need to wash my hands, obviously.
Any further for you, Thía?
She's going to move here in hopes that she's not gonna get put in another gas thing.
Fair enough. All right, Adran, it is your turn, sir. Give me a con save.
There we go.
A dirty
my
20
God.
is a success.
Whoa.
You take 15 poison
Congratulations.
damage. So you take 15 poison damage as you just force your lungs to obey your will and push as much of that venomous poison out.
Oof.
And it is your turn,
Okay.
sir. You are aware that fire just does not seem to be hurting this creature. Or
No,
it
it
hurts,
doesn't.
just not very much.
Well, I'm gonna be going, what, about 20 feet here? Come on.
You could use your bonus action and a spell slot and change the damage type on your sword.
I was actually thinking about doing that.
Okay. What else would you like to try?
So I would like to try lightning.
Okay. So you're going to use your bonus action, and
Mhm.
the fire. It doesn't go out. It suddenly intensifies and brightens, and bursts into incredible heat and a crackling, sort of straight length of pure lightning. Wait, how do you have lightning?
Shatter.
Oh, that's thunder, sir.
Oh, is that?
Yes, that's
Yeah, it's, lightning's a completely different element.
Okay.
Started describing it so epically, and then I'm like, wait a minute, how do you have lightning?
I thought that's what it was. So what is
Nope.
thunder then?
It's
Just-
basically, so the fire does go out this time, not in a puff of smoke, but instead a crack of sound, booming and echoing down these canyon ridges. So that, do you want to move that full 20 feet?
Did I move 20 feet?
You did. You could
Okay.
move to, like, here or here instead, and still be able to attack.
I wanted to get out away from the noxious gas and
Fair enough. So that was your bonus action. What would you like to do with your action, sir?
I'm
action
gonna
and-
use.
Go ahead.
Well, I'm just gonna use let's see, cantrip on the insectoid.
Okay, give me the attack. A 9 is a
Ow.
definite miss. You're still, blinking, clearing your eyes from that noxious gas, and your firebolt scorches the stone above its head.
Yeah, not really all that great.
Did you want to move anywhere, sir, or are you satisfied with where you are? You
Well,
have 10 feet remaining.
I'm actually gonna use an action surge,
Oh, hello.
and then I'm going to use a firebolt again to hit that guy.
The same target?
Yeah, the
Go for it.
insectoid.
12. You hit the stone column above its head, but about 2 feet over to the side.
And with that, do I get another bonus action or
You do
no?
not get a bonus action, sir. You get one
Okay.
bonus action per turn.
Okie dokie.
Per turn, not per turn. Sorry.
Well, then I'm going to move just the rest of my 10 feet over here.
Fair enough. Alright. The insectoid that Varin is faced with is up next. There he is. Which means that cloud of noxious gas crawls slowly, inexorably towards you, sir.
Yeah.
As for the creature itself, it's going to attack Varin. Yes, with its trident. Getting another nat 20. Oh my goodness. And then hitting with claws. That's 11 and 4, 15 damage to Varin.
You're not doing very well.
Varin notices. Clacking and laughing madly. But seeing that let's see, yeah. Seeing that Thía has rushed out of the cloud to the north. There you go. All of a sudden, that cloud dissipates. Okay. And it is going to... Let me check something.
Play hopscotch with me?
It climbs 20 feet down the cliff and then drops the remaining 20. Roll me 2d6, sir.
Oh. 2d6.
Okay, it's going to take minimal damage. And then it's going to stab at you with its trident.
No.
Of course it doesn't get a nat 20 against you. And then it swings at you underneath its stabbing trident. And now that gets a... Wow, what the... Another nat 20. That's going to hit you, sir, for 8 slashing damage.
I hate you.
It spits in mocking, laughing fury at you. Alright, we move to Varin. Varin coughs up some blood. Okay. Not good. Let's see, what does he have? Varin is going to drink a hack and leaf brew. He's pretty badly hurt. Hack and leaf brew. Oops.
8, 4d...
8d4 plus 8.
Or d4 plus 8.
Wow. Recovering 31 hit points.
That's great.
Uh-huh. Oops. That does take Varin's action. And then Varin's going to move up. He's basically trying to block that insectoid from Thía. Adele's turn. This might be expensive for him, but it's probably a good call. Let me check here. That is okay. Dell's going to stop concentrating on his resistance. Call out, "Seba, let your light guide us!" And his body starts to glow. In range. Zoom out a little bit. Okay. So he is going to reposition the cart. Okay. And he's going to have the mules take the dodge action. Thía, as Del comes closer to you and to Varin, the radiant light from his body imbues you with fresh hope and will encourage to keep fighting. You are currently within the range of Beacon of Hope. Any healing you take while you're within the range of this will be, you'll simply regain the maximum number of hit points possible from any healing.
That's pretty nice.
At Seba's name, the bat-winged gargantuan beast behind you, Adran, screams in utter fury and rushes out of the cloud at you, cloven hooves pounding the stony floor. And it is going to claw at you. Getting a 28 to hit.
Oh, cast shield.
You burn a spell slot and put shield on yourself, sir.
Ugh.
And then it's going to, seeing that its claw bounce almost harmless and completely harmlessly off the field of energy. Your armor class is now 30, right?
Yeah.
It puts its hands back to its axe and smashes through your
Oh
shield.
my gosh.
Oh,
Wow. How
Oh,
is he able to hit me with a nat 20?
look at the nat 20
A critical.
is a crit, so it smashes right through your shield.
Oh.
So that's 21 slashing damage. Believe me when I say you want this to hit you instead of the claw. The claw would actually have resulted in far worse circumstances. We'll call it that.
Oh.
Apparently, Seba's name quite upset it. Top of the round to you, Thía. And by the way, with your passive perception, you would hear more scrabbling noises.
Okay, she's gonna try at that one again.
Okay. If you move and break line of sight with it, you could use a bonus action to hide first.
I'll save that for next turn.
Fair enough. Go for the attack at normal. That hits. Give sneak attack. You've kind of gotten the gauge on these creatures. You time your swing, and just as its head moves into the right position, your stone cracks down upon it, dealing 25? Yeah, 25. And even as you see it hit, you note that it doesn't seem to take as much damage as it should have.
Oh good, I didn't finish Varin's kill.
Considering that this is the first time it's been hurt.
Probably just helped him. So she'll just go ahead and move here and hide.
Alright, give me the bonus check. Or, sorry, the bonus action stealth.
I think that was half speed too, so I can do it at advantage.
Yeah, it was definitely at half speed. Nice. Alright, you feel fairly confident that you are hitting. Move to Adran. You're not yet back within that slowly advancing cloud, sir. What would you like to do with your turn?
Yeah, that's a good question. Well, I would very much like to at least take a swing at the insectoid.
Alright.
Definitely a sanguine nonetheless.
You can certainly go for that attack, sir. You crit.
About time.
That is 20 points. And this time, as the crack of thunder booms in your ears, you note that that definitely landed with full force.
Golly.
That was your first attack,
quite
sir.
a bit of damage.
Yep. That was your first attack. Would you like to bring in another one?
I'd really like to test it out on the guy behind me.
Alright, you stab into the first creature with massive damage, and as you yank out, you spin the thundering blade and give me a reverse thrust over. Well, you glance over your shoulder. Give me the attack, sir. And that one skids against the stone between the creature's cloven hooves, and it spits on you.
Oh.
Anything else for you, sir? Might I suggest second wind?
Oh yes, bonus action, second wind.
Unfortunately, you are not within the range of Beacon of Hope. I apologize, Del just couldn't get close enough to you.
That's okay. I still have ways of keeping myself alive.
Fair. Alright, give me your second wind. 14 hit points. I will point out to you that you've noticed that this cloud is advancing towards you. Do you wish to remain where you are?
No, I do not.
Alright.
And I know this is probably gonna hurt, but moving 5, 10, 15, 20.
Okay,
And
that will
then
trigger 2 attacks of opportunity.
25, 30. That's going to put me there.
One from the giant creature. I get a 25, which is going to hit from its claw, unless you cast shield.
Shield.
Activate your shield and burn a spell slot, sir.
Ah.
And you do see, as the claw bounces off your shield, something that looks a little wet on its claws. Might be some form of a poison.
Which reminds me, I need to wash my hands later.
The insectoid gives a stab with its trident. Getting an 18.
Nope, that misses.
Excellent. Alright. The cloud advances another 10 feet. Look how close it came to getting you within its reach again.
That was close. That would have been very, very close to the outside edge.
Meanwhile, the insectoid facing Varin. Excuse me. Does not attack. It disappears. And reappears. And turns around and sees where you are, Thía. It teleported. But that did take its action, so it can't do anything. Alright, the other insectoid. There's a scrabbling of claw on stone, sir. And you are once more confronted by another insect. Or, sorry, the first insect, the one that you just scored a critical hit on.
Yeah.
It laughs in your face, spit and venom stinging on your eyes and your nose, and it stabs at you with its trident. Getting a 26 against your 30, and a 22 against your 30.
Yeah.
You kind of get the feeling that these guys are a lot more dangerous than they first looked.
Yeah. Which I have a pretty good idea as to what I'm going to be doing next.
Varin is going to rush around and is now... Wait, hold on. How far did he move? 1 second. Oh, Thía. Guess what Varin just did?
Ooh.
And he looks across this insectoid at you, Thía, as he pulls out his dagger. Let's take it down. So Varin is going to make sure he's on normal. Stab with the silvered short sword. That hits.
Wow.
That does not. And bonus action with the Darkling dagger. I just realized that these should have all been at an advantage. What is wrong with me? All right,
Yeah.
sorry about that. So first attack is a 25 and a 15. So 25 is going to hit. Let's see. Let's put this on advantage. Silly me. Okay. And then we got an 18 or a... Where's my dagger? 14. Alright, so the 18 is going to hit. So Colossus Slayer, please. Because thank you, Thía, for wounding it. Okay. Let's sort this out. The 25 hits for 7. And Varin spits in annoyance when he sees that it does not deal nearly as much damage as he was hoping it would. So 7 becomes that. 25 hits for another 7, which is less than what he wanted. And then the dagger does hit for a total of 7 damage, and Varin notices that that actually does hit all the way, much more painfully. Alright, so okay. Thía, to our northwest, you hear a shuddering, rippling scream, and something hoves into view over the edge of the stone column. It is a massive form. It looks similar to a centipede in that its thick body is low to the ground and carried on many, many legs, And there all semblance ends, because instead of a regular mouth, it has a mouth framed by mandibles, multiple sets of teeth within its mouth, and a mass of whirling tentacles in front of its face. Checking speed. Yeah. And it uses its action to dash, and that's about as far as it gets. Alright, we move to Dell's turn. Dell sees that coming, glances over his shoulder, and he's going to cast Healing Word on you, Thía, because you look very badly hurt. So you're going to get a total of 7 hit points, because you are affected by Beacon of Hope. And then he is going to, seeing that coming, he's going, sorry, I can't stay here.
That's fine.
You will have the mule's dash. Hang on. But he is trying to stay close to you because close to us both. You are still within the range of Beacon of Hope. Did you? Yeah, you took your 7 hit points. Excellent. All right, we move back down to the bat-winged creature pursuing you, sir. It screams something out in what is definitely an intelligible language, though what it says is utterly lost. It makes a flapping, flying leap, thuds to the ground right next to you, and brings its great axe to bear once more.
Oh, shield, don't fail me.
15. You feel and see this great axe go boom against your bubble of magical force, and then it swings again, getting another 15. What an epic loss!
I think that time I saw sparks.
You might have. Wrong character sheet. And then another hulking form appears, leaping clear off the stone column, some 40 feet in the air, but it floats rather than crashes and lands lightly on the ground. This humanoid creature is covered in utterly white fur, and yet sports rather impressive claws on feet and hands. It's very clearly a predator, but it uses its action to dash.
New.
Top of the round, we move to you, Thía. You have advantage on your attack if you wish to melee attack this fellow.
Okay, so she'll just tie her sling around her wrist, like kind of loosely.
Kind of the same way Varin did.
Mm-hmm.
Fair.
Then she'll go ahead and attack with her short sword.
Alright, go for the attack with advantage, if you please. Yeah, that'll hit. 26. And sneak attack. And this, you note, seems to cut through whatever resistance was pushing against your earlier attacks. And it takes the full damage from your strike. So 27 points. Nice. Anything else for you, Thía?
She'll stay there.
Alright, holding your ground. Alright then, sir, we move back to you.
I'm digging through my pockets and I'm trying to find something because I feel like doing something crazy.
Maybe. Oh, while you do that, I totally forgot. Because I kept forgetting to actually roll Constitution saving throws, I'm going to rule that it's lost concentration on that poisonous cloud.
Okay.
All right, sorry about that, sir. What would you like to do? You're going to take the potion of speed. Okay. Now you are going to have to concentrate on it.
Yes, I am.
Okay. So you get a +2 bonus to your armor class.
Mm-hmm.
Oops. You get an extra. Hang on.
I get an
advantage on dex saving throws, and you get an additional action on each of your turns that can be used only to take the attack. One weapon attack only, no extra attack. Dash, disengage, hide, or use an object. All right, sir. The world suddenly seems to slow as your heart rate explodes. Your brain suddenly accelerates to keep up with everything, including the very slow crawl of the ants beneath the earth at your feet. It's a rather fun feeling. What would you like to do with your action?
Well, my action, I would very much like to use my 2 actions plus my 3rd action.
Well, you would have had to use an action to drink the potion.
That's true. I know.
Having drunk the potion, you'd get an action to use an object, dash, disengage, hide, or attack. But only once. No extra attack.
I'm actually going to disengage.
Okay. And your speed is also doubled. So you have a movement speed currently of 60 feet.
60 feet.
Without dashing. And I will also point out, if you use your bonus action to cast Expeditious Retreat, that will end haste.
Got it.
So
I don't want to end haste because
Yes,
there is also too another thing about haste which I don't want it to end, because when it does end, that means
you're gonna come to a dead stop.
And what is
Alright.
it? I need to take actions until after its next turn, and then a wave of Lethargy sweeps over.
Lethargy.
That thing
You
too.
cannot move and you cannot take actions until after your second turn after haste ends. Alright,
Okay,
so disengage.
My special action is disengage, so.
And then your movement, 60
And then
feet.
my movement. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. And then I'm going to go 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. I'm all the way here.
Nice.
Been saving to use that one.
The creature that we have been pestering and stabbing, Thía, screams in pain from your sudden deadly blow, and Varin's chipping away. Ooh, excuse me. And as it screams in pain and fury, something else crawls out of its mouth.
No.
An oozing, creeping darkness. Check with me. No. Yes, okay. You are cut off from light. You are cut off from sight. Oops. As I realized, I kind of missed that one in settings. There we go. And we are blinded within its darkness. Sir, right next to you, there's a popping sound, and that insectoid is standing right next to you.
Oh, great.
That was it for its turn. Varin gives an annoyed growl and switches his weapon hands. So his dagger is now in his right hand. I need to fix something later. Did that work? Yes, okay. that is now going to just be like that. There we go. Alright, so Varin no longer gets advantage on the attack, and neither do you, Thía, because we cannot see our target, our prey. So, attacking with the Darkling Dagger. 18 and 21 both will hit. And then bringing the Silvered Short Sword around. Getting a nat 1.
Yeah.
This damaged sword kind of gives a crackling noise. It might not be able to hold together for very long. But both Varin's previous attacks will hit. 18 plus... Wow. Ow! 18 and 7. 25 damage. And Thía, also the darkness is gone. The creature is not gone so much as it's melting. Varin's two dagger stabs took it in both its eyes, and as it drops to its knees, it starts to disincorporate. Its body just sloughing apart into a puddle of noxious ooze. Okay. Gross. And that thing looks big. Varin is going to rush past you and just affront that big centipede-like creature. The centipede creature is going to bite at Varin's rapid approach. There we go. Helps if I actually click the attack button. That misses. And then the tentacles lash out at Varin, scoring a 27 to hit, but only dealing 3 poison. And then Varin has to make a Constitution saving throw. I need to double check something. 2 things, actually. Okay, Varin is outside the range of Beacon of Hope. Varin succeeds on his Constitution saving throw and is not paralyzed, and is not paralyzed.
Good.
Ow! I recommend not getting close to this thing! Del is... He's going to look at you, Thía, and he's going to cast once more Healing Word on you. So you regain another 7 hit points. Varin, there's a popping sound again. Or if not Varin, sorry, Adran, there's a popping sound, and that Batwing thing is right in front of you. And then it hoists its great axe high. Oh, and gets a nat 20. 39 slashing damage. Please give me a Constitution saving throw with advantage.
E?
No, Adran.
Adran.
You succeed, sir. You maintain
Congratulations.
concentration on haste. But that blow surely hurt. How are you doing down there, sir? Are you muted, Adran? Or just unable to talk at the moment?
The icon indicates he's muted.
Oh, gotcha. The hulking albino creature uses its action to dash. And that's all it can do. Actually, you know what? That's not what it does. Silly me. It moves here. Locking eyes on you, Adran. It gestures with its hand, uttering something in its strange language. And it begins concentrating. Yeah, okay. Adran, in your hand, your shield suddenly starts to heat. The metal becoming quite hot. Top of the round, Thía, what would you like to do?
Well, let's go ahead
And Thía, did you give yourself those hit points from Dell?
yeah.
Okay, thank you.
She can make it here to help Varin attack.
You actually have 5 more feet of movement.
Yeah, well, might as well do that then.
That's flanking. Now you have advantage.
So let's go ahead and do that.
I know we're approaching top of the hour. Do we want to go to oh, that's definitely a hit. Well done. Give me sneak attack. Do we want to go to 30 pass and call it, or because we started late, or do you want to stop at the top of the hour?
Let's stop at the top of the hour. I'm starting to pumpkin really bad.
Yeah, I heard. All right, so that is 28 stabbing damage from you, Thía. Well done. Do you want to take your anything else? Bonus action or anything?
No.
Very well. All right, then we move to Adran. What would you like to do with your turn, sir?
Well, I've got speed on my side.
You certainly do.
But I have 2 guys that are not giving up on me, and I really hate it.
Fair.
I'm gonna do something really, really crazy here. And yeah, it's going to be crazy.
Oh boy.
I
I will point out, you could get 3 attacks off on this turn if you want to, just straight out attack.
I could, but I definitely want to heal myself.
Fair.
So I'm going to, since my shield is kind of burning,
Yes.
and it's getting hotter by the minute,
Yes.
I'm casting darkness on my shield.
Give me an Arcana check.
Arcana check. Oh. Okay, hang on a second. Oh no, I just closed my window. No.
Oh no!
Need my Arcana on normal.
Nice. If you cast darkness on your shield, you'll blind everything, but whatever's happening with your shield is going to happen regardless of whether or not it can be seen. You're not familiar with the kind of magic being used here, but it is something that's going to definitely start burning your hand soon. Basically, casting darkness won't have any effect on the shield, other than just making everything dark around you.
Right.
Do you still wish to cast darkness?
Yes, I do.
Because darkness is a concentration spell. Yeah.
I thought this one wasn't a concentration spell.
Nope. Wait. Let me check. Yep. Nope. It is a concentration spell.
Ah, dang it. Never mind.
You're welcome for reminding you.
Thanks.
No problem.
Oh, because I was totally going to use darkness on the shield, drop the shield so then I can run away from it and kind of give them a little bit of confusion, but...
But that would end haste, sorry to say.
Nuts. Alright, so now I'm going to go back to thinking again.
Fair enough.
Well, let's see. Oh, Fine, I guess I will attack.
Okay. Are you sending all of your attacks at one creature, or are you going to split them up?
Well, no, like I said, I definitely want to heal myself because if I take another hit from that stupid winged bat creature, whatever this freak is, I'm going to die. And I don't want to. And I already have 3 creatures on my rear end, and you guys have 1.
True.
So, I kind of need a little bit of assistance here.
Noted.
Yeah, so I'm just going to attack this insectoid because he's closer to me.
Fair enough. Well, they're both within your range.
Yeah.
So
Here's that
insectoid,
attack.
that's going to hit for 10 damage. Thundering, booming through the canyon. You see a spurt of ichor from this thing's head carapace. You're not sure if it even has ears.
No.
Alright, so that was your first attack.
My second attack,
Same creature.
same creature.
A 19 certainly does hit for another 6.
And then my extra action, I'm going to take a hack and leaf brew
Excellent.
because I
8d4.
definitely need some healing.
Yeah, 8d4 plus 8.
Here, let me set that up real quick. 8d4 plus 8.
You recovered 26 hit points, sir.
Oh, that's
And
better
did
than
you-
nothing.
And did you want to move anywhere?
Yes, I do. Definitely. want
All
to
right.
move. So.
So you have 48 hit points now.
Now I go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60.
Nice. Del looks back at what's pursuing you and gives a big gulp, like, uh-oh. Alright, moving to the insectoid's turn. It rushes after you about 40 feet, realizes it can't reach you, and disappears. There's a popping, crackling sound, and it reappears right beside you.
You stupid son of a gum.
So that was its turn. Varin gets attacked. Thank you for flanking with him, Thía. Varin gets advantage on these next 3 attacks. Darkling Dagger, twice. And silvered damaged silvered short sword. The second attack is a glancing blow. Really? A -1? Okay. Bummer. The silver short sword seems to be doing nothing, so Varin just kind of sheaths it after this. It still takes Colossus Slayer. So that is 12 and 4. 16 damage. This thing is oozing blood and kind of like a viscous white material from the wounds Varin has inflicted. Just a little longer, Adran! The centipede creature rears up, seeing that it's now got enemies on both sides, and is going to tentacle attack at you, Thía, and bite at Varin. Getting a 15 and a 17, both of which miss. Del. I need to look at Beacon of Hope. So, oh, for the duration. Okay. Did you recover hit points on your turn, sir? Yes, you did. Did you recover those hit points after or before you moved?
Um,
I'm willing to allow you
that
to
was
recover.
before I moved.
Because I'm still learning this spell, I'm willing to retcon it, if you wish, and say you took the you took the potion after you moved.
Oh, no. I did take the potion after I moved.
You did?
I-
For sure? Or
I took haste and then I moved.
no, before you came to where you are currently.
Oh. No, I healed myself and then... Oh, yeah. I took the heart sand and then I moved.
Okay. Not the heart sand, you took the hack and leaf brew.
Or hack and leaf. That, right.
So I'm willing to retcon it because I am still learning this potion, this spell that Dell has. So I'm going to take away your 26 hit points.
Okay.
And instead, you recover 40 hit points as you come within range of Beacon of Hope.
Oh.
Now, Dell's turn. He's burning through his first level spell slots like crazy. He's going to cast Healing Word on you, sir, so you recover another 7 hit points.
Oh, nice.
And seeing what's coming, he's going to have the mules move further in and take the dodge action. Alright, the bat-winged thing pops out of existence and pops back in and brings its great axe up,
Oh, boy.
getting an 11 to hit and opening a gash in the stone at your feet.
Yeah.
Sparks flying from its heavy blade.
Well, thankfully it's the ground and not your head.
Please let the axe get stuck in the stone.
It does not.
Mm.
It's the axe in the stone.
Okay, that was awesome. Unfortunately, Thea, you already have an inspiration point.
I'll take it.
Because you made me laugh so hard, I will give it to Adran instead.
Yay.
Adran, the creature with the claws and hulking form, comes lumbering up on all fours, taking its action to dash until it can see you, and then it's going to take bonus action. Oops. You take 9 points of fire damage as your shield scalds your hand.
Ow.
And then it laughs at you. Alright, we are at the top of the round, and it is the top. We're a little past the top of the hour. I hope you don't mind, Thea. We seem to be in desperate straits, and this is where we're going to end for the night.
Mm.
I'm going to stop recording on my end. Thank you, fellow adventurers, for joining us once more. Please comment below to vote on what monsters you want to see Adran, Thea, and Varin take on next. You can vote for more than one kind at a time. Cockatrice, Gnoll, Grick Alpha, Mummy, Oni, Orc, Phase Spider, Yuan-Ti Malison. Thank you for watching, and I hope we'll see you again next week.